Jennifer LeClaire Ministries. Well, blimmin' heck, Jenny LeClaire has certainly changed her tune since I was a kid. She used to be, how do I put this in an ad-friendly way?
Wipe your ass and put some knickers on!
A little bit crude.
Hey guys, Jennifer LeClaire here, senior leader at the Awakening House of Prayer, founder of the Ignite Network.
Wait a gosh darn rootin' tootin' moment. You're not Jenny LeClaire. You're some random other Jen, with the wrong accent, might I add. I am the disappointed. I thought there were going to be jokes. Well, aside from the things you believe, but that's coming up later. Right, what do you want, Jen?
I want to share with you today something that happened to me this week that might be affecting or influencing your life.
Okay, I think we all know where this is going. This is about alcohol, isn't it? And, well, guys, I have a confession to make. This week, I ran out of whiskey. For 28 whole minutes, I was basically sober. I'm so sorry. I let you all down. I'll never let that happen again. I'm refilling the whiskey pool as we speak. Although it does keep emptying itself, I think there might be a leak into my face.
I just moved into a new condo. Well, it's not new, but it's new for me.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like it was going to be a bad thing. I mean, moving home does affect people. It'd be pretty bizarre if it didn't, because you would, still live in your old house, wouldn't you? I don't know. Also, the way you said, not new, but it's new for me, I just found that really funny. I think mostly because, does anyone actually care? Yeah, if I move into a new house, no one screams at me, oh, you built a new house? Oh, wow! No one is confused by that.
I lived on the beach since 1996.
Wow, you don't look like a beach bum. Well, I suppose you wouldn't. You live in a condo now. I'm just saying you don't look the type. You know, not particularly sandy. Did you just sleep on the beach, or were you smart and built yourself a nice sand fortress? Just make sure you have more than 6 towers. You wouldn't want people to think you were a peasant.
I've lived on the beach, and I moved recently into the downtown area. So I'm no longer on the beach, but I'm in a new environment.
Right, I was joking, but it does sound like you actually lived on the beach. But I'm pretty sure you mean by the beach? Because I'm sorry, even if your house is right up to the sandy boys, you still live by it. I mean, houses need foundations, for Christ's sake. Sand, not great at that. If I'm completely honest, it tends to piss off into the sea.
And so when I moved in, before I settled in, I looked through all the drawers, I looked through all the cupboards.
Drawers and cupboards? Why do I get the feeling that the previous inhabitants hadn't moved out? In fact, why do I get the feeling they just vanished? And in this homeless sand woman moves, rummaging through all their stuff. What did you do with the bodies, Jen? Wait, I just realised. Sand fortress, of course. Silly me.
I looked through everything I could look through except a big storage place that's 10 feet, 12 feet high that I'm going to have to get a ladder to go check.
Oh, never mind. Now we know where the bodies are. Never, ever trust a person that has a space in their home they just can't get to. There's definitely something horrific in there, like a stamp collection, or worst of all, a model train set. Wait, I said something bad. That's just awesome. What do you mean, old man?
And it was clean. There was nothing there. And so I thought, no problem.
In all seriousness, you moved into a new home and it was empty, duh. That's how it tends to work. Even if there was hidden treasure, I am sure any middleman types would have found it and stolen those precious doubloons long ago. So yeah, not sure what you were expecting.
The first night that I slept there, I was very restless. I thought, well, is it because of these trains? Because I'm used to the beach sounds. Now I'm hearing train sounds. No.
Gasp! I knew there was a model train set. Hiding your cool toys and corpses from me. You're no fun. And no, dude, you're in a new place. Everyone gets restless when they're in an unfamiliar and uncomfortable surrounding. And having just moved in, all your shit is packed away, so there's nothing to do. So even if you want to do something to wind down, it's just way harder. This is normal and has nothing to do with, well, spoilers.
It wasn't because of the trains. Was it because of the, just being in a new place? No, because I spend so much time in hotel rooms, it doesn't bother me. I can go anywhere and sleep. That's not an issue.
I thought you lived on the beach. Your web of lies is unraveling, Jenny Bob. What's next? It really is a new condo? And the bodies are buried under it. Bodies that you didn't even need to have because this is your house in the first place and you just did it for fun. Didn't even invite me. Shame on you, you monster. But yeah, hotel rooms and new houses are not the same first night experience. Hotels are furnished and designed generally to make guests at ease. And often you'll be staying in them under relaxed circumstances. First night of a new house is moving day and all your comfort shit is boxed up. And you're wired and there's all these ideas and plans going through your head. So yeah, you will notice the new noises. Especially as you're thinking, oh, that's something I'm going to have to live with for the next few months/years. It's just not the same thing in any way, shape or form.
And so I woke up the next morning to do the prayer call at 6 a.m.
Wait. Slow the hecking down. 6 a.m.? What's that? Oh, right, you think that the number on your clock actually means something? No. Don't feed into yet more lies. We all know that 5 a.m. to about 2 p.m. don't exist. I mean, I've never seen them. They were put there on the clocks by Big Time in order to charge you more. You trusting fool.
And I began to look in the drawer for a pen.
The drawers that you had thoroughly checked through yesterday and knew were empty. That or we're right back round to you being in someone else's house. This really isn't looking good for you, Jenga. I just don't know what to believe anymore.
Because I didn't bring a pen with me. And so I'm looking everywhere, I'm thinking, there's got to be a pen somewhere.
First off, why don't you have a pen? How does someone have a home and not a friggin' pen? A thing you would need to sign the pigging lease with. Seriously. And if any of you are thinking, well, I don't have a pen tick, get a fucking pen! According to my metrics, you're almost certainly an adult, act like one. But only in this one specific circumstance, otherwise go hog wild. And second off, why on earth would you expect anything, even if you hadn't done the dig through all the drawers like you said? There is zero expectation of stuff. The only things you should expect in a new house are things that are literally attached to the house. If it's not nailed down 99.99 recurring % of the time, it's going to be with the previous occupants. This is such a weird story. Here's hoping it doesn't get even more ridiculous, eh? Why are you all looking at me like that?
In this house that somebody left behind. What I found was shocking.
Oh, Jen, that wasn't a noodle, that was a live wire. That's why it shocked you so much. For goodness sake, stop putting random crap in your mouth when you don't know if it's food. Who lets this person out on their own to fend for themselves? That's clearly cruel. She has no idea how houses work or how to food. Can someone call someone, please? Gonna get herself tragedied at this rate. Probably bookshelf related.
What I found was these comic books, and I mean, literally, I was like, whoa, shocked me.
I know! Comic books are amazing. They have pictures and words. The things they can do with technology these days is just remarkable. Next, they'll have carriages without the need for a horse, or some kind of machine that can perform complex calculations without the need for an abacus.
I'm going to show you a picture. It says The Wicked and the Divine.
Can you all tell where I decided that I needed to make this video? That was an absolutely hilarious reveal. Just everything about it was so perfectly silly, up to and including the way she's holding it so that it looks like it's her head. Thumbnail achieved, thank you very much. But yeah, she couldn't sleep because there was a comic in her house. Someone call 911, there has been a heinous crime committed. The crime, of course, being the big dumb. Now, I'm not talking about the comics being left behind. That's actually a bonus, not a bad thing. The only thing I found when I moved into my home was a dead cat. It's not so bad. Free meal.
The Wicked and the Divine. I don't know how well you can see that.
The Wicked and the Divine. So if you don't know, this video is not actually about the tribulations of the real estate market, but in fact about 10 cursed items that you need to remove from your home. And the thing is, the wicked and the divine, well, surely that's only half cursed and half holy, so of course it cancels itself out into being a perfectly neutral object. Don't know why you're even bothered. Also, apparently, it's a pretty interesting comic. Maybe you should, read it before throwing down some ridiculous judgments on it.
But this is a woman with her face painted. Now, this reminds me of Jezebel.
Gasp! A woman with paint on their face is a Jezebel. Well, here's hoping you never cover your face in any kind of decorative facial goop. Something like, say, I don't know, off the top of my head, makeup? 'Cause that would mean you are, I don't know, a fairly normal person. Oh no.
I don't know if you've read the scripture in 2 Kings where Jehu came running furiously on his chariot, riding his chariot furiously.
Oh, yeah, thingy in his frickin' chariot. Yeah, that's my favourite bit. Well, right after that bit where that guy's kids get him drunk and get themselves pregnant from him. No, calm down, it's nothing weird. I just like it because it shows that Jerry Springer would have been just as relevant a zillion years ago. And that brings me great comfort. Although, the whole Bible does that. I mean, pregnant teen doesn't know who the father is. Come on.
And Jezebel was up in the window with her face painted. She sought to seduce him.
And how very dare a woman want to seduce something? It's not like that's a freaking biological imperative or something. It's not like that's literally what humans are designed to do. No, they should just sit around in big empty rooms, asking ghosts to give them special treatment. That's the reasonable thing to do.
And so here you see it says the divine and the wicked, and we have here this woman with her face painted. And so, I mean, immediately my spirit was grieved by this.
Apparently, it also made you completely incapable of speaking like a person.
I
would turn that into a song, but I wouldn't know where to start. And your spirit was aggrieved. Well, I'll assure you that I very much don't give a shit about your spirit being aggrieved. Because what that really means is you saw something you didn't like, didn't attempt to understand it, and decided it was literally fecking evil. As things other people should care about go, that comes somewhere between I tried to return some produce 7 years out of date and they wouldn't let me, and I fell out with my kids and they won't go to their room when I told them, and they're fully grown adults with their own homes and families. Why do I feel like you have done or will do both?
This is the same. Apparently, it's a comic book. I thought it was like a theater thing, which would have been bad enough. But this is a comic book.
Wow, you really are just one of those people who are the worst. What do they call them now? Humans. That's it. But somehow worse. You're like a walking, talking fun vacuum, but not in the, fun way. Just a person who, wherever they go, finds the most mundane objects literally aggrieving to them, that these things harm their very essence. Lady, I think you might need to get a grip.
And it's especially wicked. Here's another one. I don't know if it's the same lady, who it is. It's just wicked.
Yeah, mate, that comic book looks wicked. Like, wicked. Jungle is massive. Original.
But this is the most wicked one of all, right here.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what you think the most evil thing is when, you seem to rate the Bible, and your man, the notorious G.O.D., is just so good at perpetuating the bad kind of wicked. So I assume you have some pretty high standards for your evil making. I'll bet this thing has got to be pretty gosh darn wicked.
This is an Image comic. The Wicked and the Divine is the same, but she's got her face painted. And she's got the long hair. Now, what you can't see is she's got a cross right here around her neck.
A woman was wearing a cross. I judged you too harshly. You are right. A woman wearing a cross, or anyone really. Because think about it. Say Jesus is real, and he comes back, and everyone is walking around with his torture device around their neck. That's some messed up shit right there. That's like me wearing a little wood chipper around my neck to represent all the people I've killed. I mean, what?
Right here, and then on her hand right here she's got it's like a bracelet, but there's like a zodiac symbol.
Well, the big gasp. She's like a female Ted Cruz, right? I could see why that might bother you slightly, because he's just weird, man. I mean, what kind of idiot admits to all his murders?
Did I kill those people in the 60s? Yes.
You see that there, and then you see this hand coming up out of here, and you see these other hands back here all around her, and it's just, and she looks like I don't know, it's just wicked.
You see this thing, and this what's it? I don't know. It's just wicked. Well, colour me all the convinced in the world. I mean, what could be more articulate than someone who can't explain why they don't like something? They just don't like it, and you should agree with them. You are a ridiculous individual. You know that, right?
And so I was like, wow, this is why I couldn't sleep. I'm very sensitive to the spirit, and I was not able to sleep well because of these. These are wicked.
And you know, when I found your video, I have to admit, I did have trouble sleeping as well. Because I am so sensitive to bullshit. I mean, seriously. Breaking news. Woman can't sleep in new house because comic book found in drawer. Literally the world's most first world problem, if I ever did herded it.
And so I'm going to read you a scripture, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that might be in your house that you need to get rid of.
First things first, if you have any people who think they can't sleep because of a fucking piece of art, don't throw out the art, throw out that idiot. Trust me, you will sleep way better. Christ.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos. And she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the